Alright, so as you can see, I'm just chilling here, laying in bed, and I wanted to peek at the charts, even though it's Friday. I know, and the markets are gonna close. I'm gonna cry. It's okay. I still might get into a trade because right now I'm paper trading, so I can hold overnight. Granted, yes, I know during props I will not be able to do this, but what I personally would do would just be setting up a possible buy order, I guess, or sell order, depending on where it is. But look at this beautiful thing over here. So back out. What's this? Uno, dos, tres. I move this line a little bit up naturally with this line because then it takes my anxiety and it brings it down, or my ill of patience. First and foremost, I think people call them fair value gaps, where typically price, I just know this, typically price wants to reach back up here to fill in these gaps, right? And yes, I know it's counter trend, but we have 3 touch points, so probably going to go up. It's been consolidating for a bit. Maybe if we go up to like the 1 hour. The only thing that I can foresee is that this might not be the break, but it might come back down here and break. Or it could come down here and break. I know higher time frame, we're on this, we like broke through this here. But I feel like this pullback needs to continue and fill in this void. If it does come down, I'm gonna wait until it breaks. I want it to break, say, that's like right here. This is where I'm going to be putting my buy order. Like, I feel like it's gonna come up and stop me out. I'm just gonna give it a little more buy. If I just do something like that, I feel like that's way better. Because then I'm only risking 80 bucks and I can make way more money. That's a way better probability. I have a feeling that it's gonna come up here anyways. So one thing that's happening right now is my cat is scratching the back of my leg to try to get my attention. Because that's how he gets Anne's attention. Come here, boo. So he's being a menace to try to get attention and whatever. And so, with that being said, I have to try to ignore him, even though freaking sucks. Although I know I have plastic on that corner. He has claw caps. But, like, I know for a fact, like, it should not be doing anything, but, like, everything in me is like, yell at him, yell at him. And I'm like, fun fact, if you ever want to train an animal not to do something, figure out why they're doing it in the first place. You're gonna be able to stop that behavior way quick. So, like, for him, I know that he wants attention because every time I say his name, he bolts off because he thinks it's a game and it's funny. If you ignore them like a jumping dog, then just don't look at them. Don't look at them in the eye, because looking at them in the eye tells them that you're giving them attention, you're focusing on them. Your contact means that you're focusing on that person or that thing. You don't look at them in the eye. And then as soon as they sit down or they calm down, then you go and pet them. And it teaches them and give them attention or positive reinforcement when they do the behavior that is most desired. Right. I'm going to risk $100 in this trade and no moss. I think that's worth it to me. Okay. Let's even go a little bit further up. If it crosses, it's on it. Whatever can I do? I feel like over time it should go up at least a little bit more. By the time it hits this, then I don't feel like it's going to be the next candle at all. 99 should be perfect. Literally, that's how many times I've finished with that. Wait, no. Well, shucks. Whatever's. Alright, I guess I'm gonna move this down a little bit lower. reason being is because, yes, we have this right here. One thing I definitely need to focus on is like still using Tori's base strategy, but just adding Meishan's extra confirmation and stuff in my official decision, so to speak. So, that being said, I know the lion has a pass, so obviously you can see that. It's like deciding on what it wants to do first, which is not necessarily a good sign. But so I just moved the stop loss because I do feel like it's gonna go up at some point. Maybe we'll come up to here. I don't know, but it could. And since I was already going to be in this trade, and I could risk $45 and keep my stop loss exactly where it was at, because it took it here, I decided that it was probably very smart to move my stop loss below this last. There's a term for that. When it's a lower than a higher and it's a bottom. Higher, low, whatever. Anywho, so that is why I moved that to that point. I think the true horizontal line is somewhere like right in here. Reason being is because these candlesticks cut off, which I noticed an interesting thing with that, and then it has an actual touch point here, and then like pretty much touch point here. Pretty much these two over here, if we get really nitty gritty. We have a bunch here. Supported some. I'm gonna see what happens. So, kind of accidental trade, but we'll see what happens. Watch this one actually rip. Like, granted, I was guessing it before. Not guessing. Using my knowledge of the strategy before. I was able to read the charts before, but see. Whatever. Bucks. Way better than the other 100 and whatever stupid number I was risking earlier. Get into my trade Zella and call it a night. I will update you guys in the morning how this goes. I got stopped out once again. So I took this break, came up, looks like it was doing good, dropped down, hit my stop loss, move this candle right here. Your bottom, it's just been kind of riding since. Not doing much, but definitely going sideways, but I'm gonna keep watching because I feel like in one of these directions, just because we've been consolidating for a bit now, it's gonna actually like take off finally. I just want to make sure I have these alerts on both. I'm gonna actually quickly reset all of my alerts. Sometimes alerts just get way too cutesy, so to speak. And I need it's so good to hear. I have a feeling that's a break. I'm ready for someone on Zoom. You guys can see the Zoom. We have a 3 touch point trend line up now. So definitely want it. I know this is a very high time frame. Let's see if the resistance is up here. Even these. Possible. I don't think it will happen. You never know. You never know. We're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. I believe that it can happen. That it can happen. All right. I will see you guys. Maybe I'll do a Sunday setups video. What am I doing? Sunday's gonna be crazy. Today I'm meeting Tori actually, which will be even more crazy. That'll be super fun. Maybe I'll make a little vlog that day and then also do a Sunday setups. I've known Tori since I used to live in Connecticut, so about 2 years now. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys soon.